Hello YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm your host Nasty Nate 888, and today we've got another free-for-all game for you guys. If you've enjoyed the content so far, I do appreciate those likes and subscribes, so please keep them coming. We have a map today with massive stone around the map. As you can see, there's a F-ton. And so that's kind of nice, as HRE. And I believe I'm going to spawn here near the middle. It's kind of nice to have all that stone, right? Because we like to build a lot of keeps and placements as HRE, so that's always going to be great. As you can see already, there's a player building pretty close to us. And also in this game, I want to mention, not only are we playing HRE in the middle, we have a very powerful opponent down here. I believe this player, Murder Death Kill, is about rank 15 on the ladder on FFA. He's got quite a few points. I just looked him up and he's ranked 13 currently, so he's going to be a very challenging opponent. Just keep that in mind. So our English opponent, unfortunately, is spawning right next to us here in the middle for some reason. Not really sure why he's decided to build here as English, but I mean, you do have some defensive landmarks, which can be nice for that situation, but typically when I play English, I like to spawn off to the side. There's really no reason to take middle, especially as you can see, he's just getting farms. Like why? And I was thinking he wanted these deer up here, but it didn't look like it. I just built this mill up here so I could get the upgrade for later. And kind of zone him out of here, make him consider not taking this. But and he also doesn't have a lot of wood here as a English player, so yeah, I'm not really sure why he chose this spot. Very strange. But we do have some competition up here on the top, looks like already. There's some players trying to tower each other out. We have a Byzantine player and we have a English player as well up here. Kind of facing off. It's like the English player has successfully zoned out the purple player, but on the flip side, the English player is stuck in this corner almost. I guess he can go over here. He's got some options, but the purple is also running his king or just scouting maybe. Other than that, everyone else, all these other 4 players, they're pretty much on their own. They're looking pretty good. We do have 3 sacred sites, so and they're kind of split up, so we're probably not going to be going for a quick sacred victory in this game, as you can imagine. Well, let's see what happens here. I guess, we got me and we got Tia. We're not really fighting just yet, but, looks like we got the town center filled with peasants shooting pointlessly at this, tower. Wow, this purple player just does not seem to know what he's doing. And now, okay, he's got the tower up. Oh, he's denying the landmark. Okay, that's pretty good. I thought he just had a lot of peasants in here, so I thought he was kind of a newer player. But getting this up is pretty nice, I think. I would just leave 1 peasant in until he cancels, yeah, and then you can take the rest out probably and try to save him. Or just put like your king in there maybe would be a good strategy as well. That way you don't have to waste the peasant. Looks like he wants another tower, so he's getting more aggressive. But this is an English. Ooh, a little bit of a mistake here. Purple. Oof. The guy's got men-at-arms out. Early men-at-arms in your. Oh no, Vanguard men-at-arms. Completely wipes purple off the map. He wastes all his peasants trying to get up 1 simple tower. Oh, it's just the humanity, you guys. Okay, so we've already got our Regnets up. We're starting to bring back relics. We're here at the 10-minute mark. We had this boar right here earlier, and now we're on the deer, so we got a very fast age up. Things went pretty well for us. No botherings from this player yet. He does have a council hall though, so we'll keep that in mind. But for now, we're grabbing relics as much as we can. Let's take a look at what's going on. We got a lot of relics, as you can see on the map, and no one else just as of yet in H3. So it looks like we're gonna have quite a few of them. We'll come back to that. Meanwhile, wow, purple's just gone all in, man. He's sent all his peasants into the outposts. And he thinks this is going to do something to orange, which it is not. So orange does not have any food yet. I guess he has not discovered that there's food over here. Take a look at his perspective. Yeah, I guess he has 8 workers on food. So let's see where he's mining that food from. I guess he has some sheep around the base still. Yeah, he's going to be running out pretty soon. So we'll see if he transitions to farms or if he goes over here. Looks like purple is still running the king around. We haven't noticed this yet. I should have. I think I did actually see this, but I didn't. I did use my ability recently. I don't know if I can check that. Yeah, he's Garrison. I did see this happening, and I saw the king running up here, but I just didn't have any production yet, right? Like I'm doing my early relic snatch. As you can see, I've got 5 already, at least 6 maybe with this one. So we got a ton. We don't even have space to put him in anywhere yet. We're getting even more, but yeah, we got another one. So we have 7 now. It looks like, which is insane. So we got an insane number of relics. Nothing to chase down that king, so we had to let him go. Sometimes it's nice to get a stables up right away. I think that's always just to protect your relic grabs. But in this case, we didn't have to. But unfortunately, it looks like. So what happened here was we saw that Teal was setting up to attack us. So initially I was probably going to go Swabia here, but because Teal started getting very aggressive on us, we had to change our plans. And we lose our relic, unfortunately, or it just falls on the ground rather. So these guys are just going to be completely dented in. The rest of the players macroing up. Me and Teal are kind of waging war. So something happens here which kind of is interesting. You guys know I just spent all my money on my L's back, but the problem is he pulled all his vills to snipe this down, and I believe he also has a ram building. So we decided to cancel that. We did take a huge loss for it. You can see I lost about 700 food there, which was critical for this L's back, which kind of was unfortunate. But I didn't want to lose any more because I figured the ram was going to finish after the peasants were wailing on it. I don't really have any army yet. Maybe I could have brought I probably could have brought a pellet forward, some pellets forward actually to help deny, but you know, didn't really think of that in the moment. That probably would have been the best strategy. Just put some pellets and wallow this L's back while it goes up. But we ended up canceling it, so now we're trying to rush our food back up so we can get the L's back again, which we do have enough now, so we should be. But I'm trying to find a space for it. I don't want to rebuild it here because I know he's going to pull the peasants, and I have to delete. I think I delete a house or something to build it back here, but that'll work. You know, it's not as aggressive as I wanted it to be. I would have preferred to have it like right here, you know, somewhere. But I didn't want him to just pull all his workers and burn it down again. Though I think I could have done it with the wall in retrospect. I wasn't really thinking of that. So ways we can improve our game there. So we get the relic in the L's back, which is great. And now we have a super powerful defense against an age 2 opponent, which is, you know, not going to be great for him, of course. He does have these annoying archers he's trying to gun down my peasants with. We are having a hard time getting peasants because we're not going to have our Schwabia. So we have to be very careful with these workers that we have. But we do have, you know, aside from the food income, we're going to have pretty good gold. And whenever I get tithe barns, we'll have wood and, you know, stone as well. So I should have got a little mistake there. I didn't get that quite right away. I think we were a little bit delayed on the tithe barns. We still don't have enough for all these. We have 2 relics just sitting here, so things are being a little bit annoying for us with this player attacking us. We're making some slip ups here, making some mistakes. Eventually, we're gonna get those up. But yeah. So elsewhere on the map, we see pink is fighting blue here. So blue's attacking the pink rather. It looks like he's gonna take him out. I don't see a way that pink is gonna defend very well here. So once again, we're having to torch with our peasants here, putting them back in the town center. We have emergency repair. So this really is just a completely failed attempt by Teal here. He's still in age 2, less than 1,000 points in this game. Meanwhile, blue is just kind of taking over the lobby. Blue and pink are doing real well, so we'll have to see. Pink is about to be eliminated, though, I think. Unless, I guess he's doing a pretty good fight here. He's doing a hold, maybe. Okay, so he did the big TC boom as Abbasid, and he's trying to hold on. I'm actually wondering if he will hold on here now, because blue is definitely starting to struggle with the reinforcements. Yeah, this is going to be quite a battle here. So this is great for us because blue, as I mentioned earlier, blue is one of the most, is definitely the most strongest player in this lobby in terms of skill. He's the highest ranked. Fortunately he has a big difficult opponent to break here. I'm not sure what skill level the Abbasid player is, but he definitely boomed pretty hard. He already got his farm economy going. He's just barely holding on with these crossbows against the palace guards, doing real well. Once again, we're checking kings. We're seeing what's going on. Fortunately for us, these players are fighting. These players are still, you know, denting each other as me and Teal are. But red, we have to watch out. Red, I don't know what red is doing. He's very injured. He's very slow in this game. I haven't been paying attention. Maybe red attacked somewhere like pink, or I didn't see. But he's very far behind in this game. I don't know what he's doing. So now we've got our tithe barns. Pretty soon we're gonna get all of our relics in the buildings. And now you can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's my 7th relic? Huh. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4, 5, 6. We got 7. Okay, so we got 3 in the towers. There we go. So we got all 7 relics. Now we're pumping. We have built extra TC. Since we didn't get our Schwabia, now we're getting some barracks. We're getting some, going for some men-at-arms, of course. Our opponent, Teal, is starting to gather up for age 3, probably. Yep, there he goes, the White Tower. And meanwhile, these players are still duking it out over here, having some trouble. Yeah, I really wonder what happened to Red this game, man. Was he AFK? I'm kind of wondering. I haven't seen anything out of Red. But I also haven't been paying attention to what he's doing over here. Okay, so Purple is running his King now up here. We can see Purple. It looks like he's either going to feed it to Yellow or to Teal, based on what's going on here. Looks like Oranges are running him finally, as we expected. Purple really wasted too many villas in the early game, and he just threw the game away for himself. So we'll keep an eye on that King there and see what happens with it. Meanwhile, we see Blue and Pink are just in a full-on fight still. Non-stop aggression this whole game between Blue and Pink. Score is still in Blue's favor. However, Pink's score is not that low either. Looks like we see the King coming in here. Okay, so who is he going to feed it to? Okay, it's just sitting here for now. Oh, he just left the game. Or he was eliminated maybe? Yeah. Either way, yeah, landmarks destroyed. And no one seems to be aware of where this King is. Let's see if Teal can even see this up here. Teal cannot quite see that where he is right now, so... yeah, that's interesting. Oh, it looked like he moved a little bit. Almost. Yeah, not quite. You really have to see it on your screen because you're not really going to notice it on the mini-map, of course. But he should have a screen around here, but he can't see it, so it's here. We'll keep an eye on that. Blue is starting to break through with Rams, looks like, but now I'm Teal with his castle age. He's once again trying to push me, but this time, I mean, he is an age up now. Finally, he does have veterancy on his longbows, but you can just see that I have elite men-at-arms, right? So archers really, I mean, they're gonna do better than they would normally do as longbows, right? Because they're veterancy, because of the castle bonus. He doesn't have the network Citadel's upgrade, unfortunately, but he does have network of castles, the regular bonus. So he's does have an attack speed bonus, which is still pretty nice. But obviously, we're just like way ahead of this guy. He's kind of being annoying here. He's holding successfully for now, but just obviously just a matter of time, right? Meanwhile, Blue once again charging into Pink still. I think it's finally starting to. Is it finally? Yeah, he's destroyed the production here. Pink's frantically trying to rebuild production in the back, so we'll see how that goes, but it doesn't look too great for him. Blue is starting to kind of overwhelm, it seems like. Now we got a couple of hand cannoneers out, with our men-at-arms, so. And we got a Treb in the back, we've got a Culverin. Probably should get a bomb. We do have a bombard as well. We have like one of each siege unit pretty much. And we're breaking through here. Teal is frantically trying to repair, but it's no good. We do finally get rid of this annoying player that's been pestering us all game, and it's going to allow us to start booming here. So right now we're at 71 workers, so it's a respectable amount. But for 28 minutes in the game, I'd say it's not looking too great, right? But the one advantage, of course, is that we do have the huge economy bonus with the 7 relics. So that's always great as HRE. That's always really nice to have. So right now you can see Blue is still attacking Pink. Still hasn't overwhelmed him. He's built the forward keep in his base. Let's see, where's the King at now? The King's probably retreated back here, I'm guessing, somewhere. Oh, here's the King. It's just in the... That's weird. It's just kind of sitting out. Maybe he's trying to run it away. Oh, he's just going to feed it to somebody. What a jerk. So, Blue is going to take this player out. The King is here, so we'll keep an eye if Blue should have checked. Well, I guess he didn't destroy the last landmark. Or that was the last landmark, wasn't it? Yeah. So Blue did destroy all the landmarks. Because, yeah, Abbas only has the 2. So he should have done a King check to figure that out. Let's see if he does figure that out. So here, and let's check up on this. This King's still here up here too. So we know these 2 Kings are. But we'll see if those get picked off. Hopefully, yeah, blue, it just looks like blue didn't know. He knew roughly where, but maybe not exactly. Okay, he's going through. Hopefully he'll spot it here. Let's do it. Okay, he sees it. Yeah, he definitely sees it, but he's not, for some reason, not sending his army there yet. Weird. He just looked right at it. Come on, blue. Maybe he's distracted up here. Wow, okay. He literally just looked right at it on the free cam, or on the, we tracked his camera. I don't know what, maybe he just missed it. Maybe he looked right at it. Sometimes you do that, you look right at it, you don't see it. It's kind of in an awkward spot here. So yeah, he may have missed it there, but we'll see if he ever gets it. Unfortunately, it looks like he's a little confused. Here he goes, he's coming back. Let's look through his camera again. Oh, he's not looking at it right now. So if he does spot it, he won't know. He did spot it on there, but I don't think he won't notice it because, yeah, he's not looking. So yeah, the king remains for now. Fortunately for us. There's a relic down here for blue, but we've got a pretty big army. We're starting to set up our walls. You know, at this point in the game, we got our kill, so we're feeling good about ourselves with all the relics. The only thing is we need to be careful not to throw away our army too inefficiently. I know that blue is a big threat because he's used, just because he's used. I don't think I even, when I was playing this game live, I don't even know if I noticed his high rating, but I did know that he was a big threat. I know that he killed this player. I didn't know that he failed to kill the king though. Oh wait, he got it, right? Is he gone? That's where it was, right? It was right here. Yeah, he got it. So let's, yeah, he's got his he's okay. He's got his plus 50. I've got my plus 50. But I've got more relics, you know, but he is Yushi, so we don't see that, you know, really threatening late game comp yet. We don't see like the Grenadiers. There are a few nested bees here. We're kind of taking a weird trade. Yeah, we abandoned our siege, which is not good. And we kind of get overrun here. Kind of unfortunate. Yeah, these rams are really annoying. They just kind of, our men-at-arms attacking them instead of, we didn't focus fire properly. So we take a really, you know, bad fight here, and we have to back it up. We have to retreat. This was no good. Meanwhile, we see that red is setting up here, setting up shop. Yellow really hasn't done anything this whole game. He's just kind of macroed up. I don't know what yellow's plan is. That's really interesting. We'll have to take a look and see what happens with him. Meanwhile, you know, orange is recovering from his early fighting, as am I. Red, not sure what these this red player's doing. So let's take a look. Is this king? Okay, so I'm building my wall and I see a king here. I believe I noticed this at some point here. Let's see if I take it out. The king from earlier. I was like, whose king is this? At some point. We can take a look at my camera. Yep, I'm looking there right now, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Who's king? And I think I asked, like, whose king is this? You know, like, really shocked to see that there. We get it, so now we have 2 kills. So we're looking, we got a free one too. We didn't have to expend anything for that one. That was just sitting there waiting for us, which is great. But now we see red is busting down the wall. We're really worried about blue, of course. We want to defend against him, but you know, we have to, you know, being in the middle, you kind of expect you have to defend multiple fronts, right? But we do have a strong base. We got all our, you know, we've got all of our emplacements going on here. Not really any keeps yet, but you know, I think we should be able to afford them soon if we start mining some stone. We have all the stone on the map after all. We'll eventually be able to get it all if we want it, since we've got so much. But everyone else will too. But I think being HRE, having the you know, the emergency repairs and the fire armor makes it a lot stronger for us, right? For having all that stone. So we'll see if that comes into play. Now, what are these other players doing? What is yellow doing? Everyone's just kind of sitting back and chilling. I mean, I think it makes sense for blue to kind of sit back. He's got a kill, but he probably does want to get another one. So yeah, as you can see, he's going for yellow now. He realized that I'm probably too big of a threat now, and he's gonna have to pick another kill before he can think about taking me on. But if he has help with that, I mean, obviously that would be a different story. But obviously he's not going to be aware that red is coming in here and trying to push me here. Fortunately for us, orange is still recovering, so we don't have to deal with him yet. And we're gonna, while blue and yellow fight, we're gonna fight red. Decided red is gonna be an easier target for me too, so we can go ahead and move on down. We got a bunch of resources in the bank. We're nearly maxed. You know, we took a pretty good fight against red. Obviously, he was only 200 supply. He didn't really have anything, and now he's way down, even below that. He's at 80 supply. He's lost all his army, and we can see his king. He tried to do a little run by with the knights, but I pulled my spearmen back. And his king's on the run to the Spaska now, so we're gonna have to deal with that. And it does have burning oil, which is annoying, but you know, our army supply is pretty powerful here. I think we should probably pull back a little bit, let the siege do the work, right? We can just landmark snipe him, or we can slowly push forward and go for that king kill. We just want to make sure we don't let the king get away here. So I think putting some of my units forward would be good, but I don't want to waste them at the same time. But yeah, probably could have kept some of my hand cannoneers like around here, you know, so he can't run, since I don't have any cavalry right now. But you can see that it's not, we've got the Siegio and he's trying to snipe my Siegio. At this point I'm just focusing on that Spaska. I don't care about the burning oil or anything. I'm just going to bring down his king. So now we're at 350, right? So that's, well, we have to get back there, but you can see that we're looking really strong. Blue is still fighting yellow, so that's great for us. You know, it's going to take us some more time to get there. Yellow is not taking the best fight here. He's kind of not focus firing very well, and he just didn't have enough. Of course, Zushi very powerful. Byzantine not as much, in my opinion, but this player probably just not as good either. He does have a ton in the bank. Wow, look at his bank. Look at all that food and wood, just no gold. He does have some olive oil, which he can trade. He should probably be trading some of this, hopefully. But he is pushing blue back, actually, amazingly. Blue, his reinforcement wave, not really close enough. They're running all the way across from down here. It's too far. And you can see that it's just not paying off well for him. So let's see how this goes. So I'm gathering up, I think, pretty soon. I'm going to be looking at sacreds, maybe. But we don't necessarily have to, right? Because we still have 3 players left. Or sorry, 3 other players, so 4 players total. So really, I probably don't want to take that until we get down to, like, you know, 3 total, and they're both looking at me anyways. So there's no reason not to take them. So right now we get our wood. Unfortunately, running out of locations to gather wood. There are some still, but we are inside of within our base. I mean, I've sent some vills out, and unfortunately, you know, Orange had the cavalry and he sniped them, so we did lose some vills. So we do have a few town centers now, so we're not too worried about that. Pretty sure I have a bank as well. Yep, not a big bank. We've been making a very expensive army here. So let's take a look at what we got here. So we've got like you know, a bunch of hand cannoneers. We've got 6 mangoes. We got 4 springolds, some culves, some cannons, 5 cannons, you know. So blue finally does get yellow, but it's right as I'm starting to push out and look at him. So now he's gonna be 300. We got to be careful. And then so I was kind of worried about blue. I didn't know how many kills exactly. I thought he might be similar to me, but obviously he can't be more than me. He's actually 1 less. And even though he's 1 less, I'm still kind of worried about him because, you know, I know he's a pretty good player, and he's just Yushi's legacy. And late games, Yushi's legacy is one of the strongest. I'd say probably the only reason I'm stronger, aside from the pop, is that I have a bunch of relics, right, as HRE. So that kind of gives me an edge, I think, against Zushi, even though technically his army can be more powerful if he can't afford the ultimate endgame army, which this poor player, he's been fighting all game, right? He's had to drain all his resources. And you can see he's actually out of money here. So that explains why he's not as strong as he could be. Definitely, he's out of gold. He only has 1 relic, or he didn't even claim the relic. He left it. I think you really should get that relic, buddy. You really need it if you're not going to be mining any gold. He has some options of gold here and here. Looks like he probably tried to go up here to get gold, but it failed completely. He didn't really scout on this side. His towers are only on the left side of the map, not the right. So you can just see that he's really suffering in terms of his supply cap. My units are derping, I think. I don't know. I think we're trying to focus the keep here. Having some struggles, but you can just see that, you know. But now, you know, we got the problem of Orange on the other side. Unfortunately, we did try to build a, well, as you can see, it's just finishing up now. Yikes, not quite in time, looks like. Not enough workers sent to build the wall. And unfortunately for us, Orange is going to go ahead and sneak on in there, right? He's going to come on in and say hello. Fortunately, I've noticed this and I've rallied my units to come defend, but now, you know, we're going to give blue some breathing room, which is not good at all. And we're going to keep an eye on blue's army and see how that progresses. He's still suffering because he never picked up this relic for whatever reason. He's mining a bunch of stone, as you can see, which is great for defense. Not really great for attack, though. He does need to get access to these golds up here. There's all these free golds up on the map, but he just hasn't scouted for whatever reason on that side. Maybe he figured Red already mined them all out, or I got them already, but I didn't. As you can see, I'm just mining wood up here. Still got gold in my base. I haven't actually mined that much gold this game just because I've got all these relics, right? I haven't needed to. And now Orange is breaking through on the top. He's trying to break before it's every walled here, so he only has one access point right now. But he's coming right into my base. I'm trying to push blue out and defend from defend from orange at the same time. So it's kind of tough. But as you can see, this army really isn't very sophisticated. It's not very big, so it's going to be an easy cleanup, an easy hold here. But that's the problem with it is that the main problem is we're just giving blue time, right? We're letting him rebuild. But the fortunate thing is, while he is starting to get, more trash units, more spearmen and stuff, he just doesn't have any gold still, so. We're trying to re-wall against orange. Then we can try to fight blue off. And we do see some cannons kind of working away. These players are definitely working together now. I tried to rally orange to my side, but he's no fool, and he realized that I was the bigger threat at this point, and he's correct. So he's working with blue against me. But you can just see that, our army is more gold heavy, and blue realizes that he can't compete at this point, and he just surrenders. Because I haven't taken the sites yet, actually. I think I tried to, but then I think he countered him. But so I'm not sure why. I guess he was kind of realized like it wasn't going to happen. I think he could have made a better effort with the relic. I mean, it's only one relic, obviously, not going to be that much, but definitely some golds over here that he just never scouted. Maybe he ran into orange up here with his attempts to find gold, and he just assumed there was no gold left on the map, which was incorrect. I don't know how much gold he was getting with his Imperial officials. I guess it wasn't enough, but I do run in there with some knights, and I snipe the King's Knight at 400 supply, and this game is effectively over. Right, this guy's going to be a much easier cleanup than our blue player here. So I think we're just going to take Sacreds and win the game. But we do see something here which I don't notice. I can't see. I don't vision up because I don't have towers over there. As orange is trying to do the snipe, we're going to see something interesting happen here. He does have a bunch of rams going up. He knows he can't fight my army, so this is definitely the right move for him now. At this point, is to probably go for a king snipe or something. As I'm also just busting in through the front door with all of my army here. No one at home to defend. Let's see, where's my king? He's probably in Elsback. No, he's in the town center of all things. So now we've noticed this, and what I decided to do here, I think, is just send everything. There's no reason to try to trade really quick. I don't know. I'm pretty confident I could have gotten it faster, but I don't want to take the risk, so I'm just leaving my siege. My units are getting stuck. Great. So a little problem here, but so let's see what happens. So my king, he's been evacuated to the Elsback. I've sent some villas there too, and I'm trying to send my spears, obviously, as a priority. But everything's coming back despite this effed up choke point that failed here. These units actually, I think they just stopped. They got so stuck that they stopped. But you can see here, it's kind of funny. I'm trying to press emergency repairs, but I can't because it's actually just not taking any damage. We have the fire armor upgrade, and now we have emergency repairs. And what's funny, what happens here is this player, he's fully surrounded. He has like a ton of elite knights. Let's take a look at Orange's army here. Elite men-at-arms, elite spearmen, Wernguard footmen, elite knights. He's got all this surrounding my Elsback, but it's just not taking any damage, man. It's just real rough, right? I've even got villagers around here repairing it. On top of the emergency repair, so you can just see it looks like it just doesn't care. Like, 0 damage done. And meanwhile, we're coming up here. I'm not sure how we targeted. I guess, that's interesting. That was really weird how the cannons shot over the wall to snipe this building. I'm not sure why or how that worked. I don't think cannons are supposed to be able to shoot over walls. So I'm not sure why I was able to. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that there's like not a wall here. I don't know. But we did snipe his keep there. So then we're gonna go ahead and, you know, at this point in the game, what's funny, what happens here is, you know, Orange is laughing about being unable to damage my L's back, which I was actually surprised myself how little damage he did there to it as well. And he was like, you know, I think I kind of almost made him rage quit the game because he was like, man, AoE 2 is so much better. I don't know about this AoE 4 game or whatever. So he kind of had a little salty moment. Maybe it made him rage quit AoE 4. I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully he enjoys this game as much as I do. I mean, I can't play those old games. You know, I'm not a Brood War or AoE 2 player anymore. You know, those games are just too old. I love me some AoE 4 and some StarCraft 2, right? Like, you just gotta have the modern. I guess it's not even the graphics really to me. I think it's more the okay, it is the graphics to an extent, but it's also like just the nicer UIs that these games have compared to their old games, right? Like the max unit selection and the dumb AI. The movement is really stupid in like StarCraft 2 Brood War, or sorry, StarCraft Brood War. Yeah, I can't play those old games. So this was the game here. We've had a lot of defeats, as you can see recently, but we did have this one win, which was special. A lot of funny things. You know, we probably made some guy rage with the game. We beat a top 15 player, and we had 7 relics. So there you go. Take a look at the total resources. We had a ton. This yellow player actually had a ton, as we saw. The Byzantine, right? I believe that's the Byzantine player. He had a ton of resources, a bunch of food and wood, but you know, we actually spent our resources effectively, as unlike this opponent. We probably had a lot more gold. Yep, had a lot more gold throughout this game. And a lot more stone. Yep, we got a lot at the end there. And you can just see that we overwhelmed. Unfortunately, our blue opponent was just busy fighting people all game. We were fighting people in the beginning, but once we got rid of the player next to us, the English player next to us, we were able to kind of mac her up, whereas our blue friend, he just had to fight all game against the Abbasid player and then against the Byzantine player. So kind of worked out in our favor. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. See you in the next one. Peace.